Okay. All right, well here we are, Montecito Creek, after a 1 1/4 inch rain last night, and I've got the cube in here in a very slow flow, probably a foot to 1.5 feet per second, but that's all we can get at this point. And done a little blockading to get the flow up a little higher. So the water right now is flowing straight through the cube, and a little bit is coming out into this side shunt pipes, but the majority of the 64 square inch inlet is letting water straight through. And then we have basically an 8x8 entrance and exit. And then we have two 6-inch circular pipes. So that brings the output up a little closer to the input. But then we choke it down to a 1 6-inch pipe where we depend on higher velocity to carry the amount of water that's released by two outlets. But it seems to work all right. This here is just a handle that pulls the end of the cube shut and locks it up like that. At which point very little water is going through the cube and everything is forced into these outlets and down the flex pipe to the end. We've got about 35-foot flex, and what it does is as the creek goes downhill, the flex more or less stays level, and then in a matter of feet we start to get the water up above the creek. And just imagine that at that point at the end there's a sump station alongside the river but higher than the river, and this water goes into that sump and then it's pumped out to storage or up and down the creek corridors to various parks, farms, pump it over to the desal plant. But anyway, let's show you the end. I'm going to open this back up. It's not letting go. There we go. So now the water's going straight through again. Let's take a look at the end pipe, and it's right here. All right, here's the end pipe, and it's just flowing a little, and it's about 6 inches above the river over a 30-feet run. Let's see if I can get you both angles there. So there's the output. Now I'm going to go back up to the top and close the cube off, at which point the water will increase its flow at the end here. And I'm standing way up here at the end. I'm going to pull it shut right now. 1, 2, shut. So at that point, the water quality and quantity increases. I think the quality probably stays the same. It's a nice tea-colored water. Now while we're at it, I'm going to do a highly technical test on the output on this with this high-quality bucket. So it's about 5 gallons a second. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 1. Yeah. And of course, as this is lifted above level, it will eventually stop flowing. At that point, the pipe is pressurized, but it's obviously higher than the level is to allow it out. Now let me just drop this out here. Yeah, I think we're looking at 5 gallons a second. It's a little hard to tell. Well, there you have it. Science at its best. All right, end of the day.